Real TV Sports.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Real TV Sports. If you look at the upper right-hand corner of your screen, Derek went 0 for 3 on his picks. He's our mustache of the week.
This guy, no, brother, this guy stinks.
At the same time, right below him, Brian went 3-0. Roll the Rizzler.
We didn't bring out the Bill Belichick sleeveless for nothing, baby.
Without further ado, it has been a crazy NFL week 1, and let's talk about week 2. Let's get on with our lock of the week. Circus?
Baltimore is going to demolish Vegas. It's going to be the most boring game of the week, but should be going for fantasy owners and Mark Andrew owners.
I mean, if you said that as your hot take, I would have been okay with it. Not the Ravens, just the Mark Andrews. Before the game started, I did make a comment. I said, wow, Mark Andrews is sorry. He's about to lose his job today. I know that sounds like LeBron, like I knew, but not a Mark Andrews guy. I'll segue that. My lock of the week, doubling down on them. I'm going to be taking the Seattle Seahawks over the Patriots. Now, listen, this line is criminally low. Like, it's smashable, this money line. And I think it's because the Seahawks had 2 first-half safeties, which never, ever happens. Could be most in a game.
It'll never happen again.
Never.
Happen.
That will never happen again. 2 first-half safeties. They also had a slow start on offense, but their defense was killer. And I think they're going to dismantle the Patriots.
Be careful with the Patriots, Matt. Look at where it got me.
But he used one of my words that I was going to use. Dismantle.
You're sneaky.
I'm going to switch it.
He's crossing it out he's crossing it out on the sheet.
So some adjectives for you instead of dismantle. If anybody has some, throw it out. I really like lambast. I really like demolish. I really like pulverize, poltergeist. If any of those.
I don't know if this word matches the definition.
Think I got it.
How about scythe?
Scythe? The Grim Reaper's tool? That works.
Yeah, you can use that.
No, not the scythe. Scythe, like cipher. Scythe.
Scythe.
That might not even be a word, but I know.
Does that play with dismantle at all?
I don't know. Probably no, maybe not.
Yeah, but if you said it like this, they're gonna scythe the Raiders. You'd be like, oh God.
How do we feel about ramrod and railroad?
Perfect.
Cool, I like that.
Yeah,
that's like the left and right Twix.
Here's my dog.
Yeah, they sound like cousins.
We couldn't even see the Seahawks offense. I think they almost had as many safety punts as they had offensive drives in the first half. They couldn't even get going. And Geno Smith had a pick on the second pass of the game, which he actually slipped on right after I told Matt's dad, Geno Smith, huge bounce back year. And then literally he slips as I say it and throws the pick. But they're back.
It doesn't help when Stone Forsythe is starting at tackle.
Yep. I mean, no. Is that a mineral? No. It's an O lineman.
I'm gonna ride the Turk. I'm also taking the Ravens this week. I don't see any way the Raiders beat them. I said the same thing last week about the Patriots, but I'm just playing it safe. At least what I think is safe. Don't want to be mustache again.
My lock is also the Ravens over the Raiders.
Ravens are flying. You know who else was flying last week? The Bengals.
I almost want to take the Raiders now.
This is insane.
I mean, everybody took the Ravens. I mean, I was going to take them too, but all right, Ravens.
All
right. I'll be different since I'm last.
You're not up, pal.
Yeah.
Come on.
So my name holds weight nowadays. You see that number and you respect me. So I'm coming at you. I mean, this isn't allowed. I don't care. Give me the Chargers over the Panthers. Give me the Niners over the Vikings. Give me the Chiefs over the Bengals. Give me the Eagles over the Falcons. If any of those miss, I'll take the L. All 4 of those smash locks. Lock them in. But I will say my biggest lock is the Niners over the Vikings.
Sam Darnold is slept on.
He was slinging.
I've always thought he was good. I just has the wrong offensive coordinator. Now he's got a good one and a good coach.
I hope he does good. I hope Jefferson does good, but
he will.
It's a bit of a revenge game for him.
He'll do good.
Yeah, good. I'll leave it at this. I think there's a good chance he sees ghosts out there. But Lewis,
Darnold.
Yeah, I mean, I was excited to say it. Give me the Niners. I don't
Nice.
know how. I don't know how it's any more like. I don't know how it's more simple than that. I don't.
Yeah.
It's
I
the
mean, they did it with
Niners.
Jordan Mason.
What are we doing? Yeah.
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 There's a lot of locks this week. That's why I came at you with 4. I actually had 8, and I had to like.
Wow.
I was trying to narrow it down to 1, and then I got to these 4. I'm like, these are all locks. So
Yeah. It's like dunna 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 Kirk Cousins. I could see the Falcons taking down the Eagles, but that's not my upset.
Oh,
Just
boy.
saying that's the only one that's like, I don't know.
There's a lot of intriguing lines I was looking at. Like
Very.
there's a lot of close games, teams that shouldn't be underdogs that are
Fans
like
are underdogs. That's
that.
weird.
Yeah, I mean that's
I
what I
was
was
like,
about.
what the hell is that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I was
actually
gonna take
crazy.
them as my lock, but like I was like, that's too easy,
It
Let's
is
go
a
with Ravens.
beautiful, beautiful week to bet. So you should join that Discord. Links in the description. But now we're going to move into our upset section. Kirk, who's your upset of the week?
I know the quarterback play last week was terrible. Don't have a healthy running back. I don't care what you say about Jerome Ford, but the Cleveland Browns are not losing to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Dude, I
I
thought you were
s-
gonna say the Panthers. Based on your buildup.
Absolutely not. The Panthers might go 0-17. But the Jaguars, I said in episode 1, looking into the future of the season, they're not going to be a good team. They don't impress me, and Trevor Lawrence is going to be in shambles against Myles Garrett.
Overrated. Overrated.
Who?
Why?
Myles Garrett.
Rudolph over the head.
Savo.
Come on,
They're saying about
Savo.
Lawrence.
Come on.
Come
Oh,
on,
boy.
Savo.
Oh,
He
boy.
is. Watt's way better.
So by overrated, do you mean second best?
I'd probably put him third best. I probably got Mike over him.
I think there's a pretty clear consensus top 4, and I think you could order them. Add Bosa to those 2, and I think you could order them however you see fit. But
And where does Max Crosby fall into that?
5. I think comfortably at 5.
Comfortable.
All right.
I like 4 or 5.
I think Bosa's on
Wait,
the
who was our
Crosby
4th
tier.
name? Oh, Bosa.
Yeah. Yeah, Chirk, I think that you were very low on the Jaguars. I think you said they're not going to win more than 3.
3? Yeah.
I mean, the Dolphins barely beat them. And that brings me to my upset. I have the Bills over the Dolphins just because I feel like the Bills always beat the Dolphins. I mean, I didn't do any research into this. Don't the Bills always beat the Dolphins?
Yeah.
Always really
Feels
close.
like it.
It's in
Yeah.
Miami though, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
either
mean,
way, feel. was
it
in
took a
Buffalo.
Tyreek Hill 80-yard touchdown towards the end of the game to beat Jacksonville. Actually, I think no, they kicked a game-winning field goal
They did
Yeah.
game winning.
Yep.
Yeah.
to beat the Jags. I don't know. Something's not right. Something's not right there. I like Von Miller in the pass rush to get after Tua, and I like the Bills to start the season 2-0.
As a football fan, I'm sick of the disrespect that the league is giving Kirk Cousins. They keep sending him to Philly for that Monday night home opener every single season. This is the year that he puts the foot down and says, I've had enough. And the Falcons take down the Eagles in their home opener. Well, their home opener.
Yeah.
In the mustache.
It's-
That's so class.
Oh my gosh.
There's no other upsets I like enough. I'm already wearing this thing. My credibility's gone. Take the Falcons.
Hate the Falcons.
I'll go.
I like it, but I did watch an analysis on Kirk Cousins, and he was not planting his back foot because of the Achilles. So like he had no power on any of his throws, and that's
Yeah.
concerning for the guy. Like
They also weren't like really moving him around like on play action or anything. He was kind of just hanging tight in there.
he was a stone. He was
Yeah.
literally a stone back there.
He didn't look good.
Because
He looked like an old man.
the best defense in the NFL was after him all day.
Yeah, he looked like an old man.
Woohoo.
Steelers defense looked elite. Their
Pittsburgh
offense,
Steeler fans. Did you see that clip, Matt? Steeler fans booed Kirk Cousins' family out of the stands.
that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's
I
just
love
not
it. I love
right.
it.
I didn't see that.
You
You
love it?
love
Overrated.
it.
You love
Overrated.
it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's terrible.
This is
Savo.
unbelievable.
My
I
upset.
mean, this is a family.
Here's
This
my
guy's
here's my upset.
this guy's
Who planted the
crazy.
upset?
My upset is the Cardinals over the Rams.
I like that.
The
No,
Rams are all
Cardinals-
banged up.
It's like
Kyler
Cardinals
Murray
are the
and
favorite.
Conner are going to
Can't
come
be.
in there
Cardinals are
and just
favorite.
destroy them.
gotta pick a new one, Savo. Hate to break
Why?
to you.
Well,
Here's the thing.
Cardinals are
favored.
favored.
All right, we'll come back to you, Savo. Tyler, who's your upset this week?
My upset is the Broncos over the Steelers.
Wow.
Yeah, I just think the Broncos had they looked much better offensively than the Steelers did. Their offense looked putrid.
What?
They were
What?
disastrous.
Yo,
For
Tyler, you said this
18
in 2021.
points
Tyler
on
said that the
field.
Ravens were
Bone-
gonna
bo-
get
They
destroyed by the
didn't score an
Steelers.
offensive touchdown. That's
They
Tyler
were
horrible.
said the
cited
Ravens were gonna destroy
2021.
the Steelers.
Dude, Bo Nix is not even.
They have
Bo
an
Nix could barely
offensive coach.
complete a
No,
pass
don't-
over 5
They
yards.
forced
You can't tell me
Broncos-
Bo Nix looked better than
Tyler's already
Justin
0-1
Fields,
betting
but-
against the Steelers,
Bo
so it
Nix
doesn't matter.
did look better than Justin Fields. I will stand by that. I don't care about 2 picks. He
What?
looked better.
That makes no sense.
Two picks compared to 0.
That makes no
what?
sense.
Justin
what
Fields
universe?
rushed for 12 times for 50 yards. A running back rushes 12 times for 100 and some yards sometimes.
Bo Nix was
Good Joe
exactly what
Mixon.
we expected. He sucked.
He didn't
Will Levis
suck.
and Caleb Williams didn't play last week.
He went
Bo Nix would have been the
toe-to-toe with
worst quarterback to play
freaking
week 1.
Seahawks.
Toe to toe.
Almost, yeah.
The ball was on the
Yeah.
1 yard line
got two
twice. Takes a
safeties.
miracle.
They got 2 safeties, exactly. So their defense can keep up with. They can hold. They can
Bo
probably
Nix
do
looked like a
exactly what
Walmart
Atlanta
lock.
did. They
Tyler, I
can
see
do
what
what
you're
Atlanta
saying.
did.
I see what you're saying about the Broncos because they did kind of shut down Seattle's offense for most of the day.
Early, yes, if they can
They
do that,
did
to
get 2
Pittsburgh,
safeties,
They can do
but
it.
I disagree with you. I think that they looked really bad on offense. But
I don't know.
I mean, so the Steelers didn't look good on offense. Pickens looked
Oh.
good.
Seahawks
looked
defense
about the same.
also looked really good.
Yeah,
So
besides a couple big
Yeah.
plays, the Steelers had nothing. I mean,
Najee Harris has
To
some
watch
pop.
the game, all the big
had
plays
some
they
pop.
made
He
got
rushed
called back.
20 times for 70 yards.
nobody's
Yeah.
taking them. The Rams are underdogs. So I'm inclined to take them because they're playing the Cardinals. I mean, how are they the underdogs? It doesn't make sense. However, I'm not going to take a line that's that close. We need a real juicy upset here. We're doubling down, win in doubt, bake it out again over the Lions. Give me the
Yeah.
Buccaneers to upset Detroit. Both teams looked amazing last week. It's just who calms down, and Baker is on fire. 4
Yes, he
touchdowns. He might go over 5 this week. Kate Otten didn't even get in the box.
Yeah.
Let's go.
This is a divisional round rematch, I believe.
Lions run defense they'll be able to stop Rashad White because they stopped Kyron, but we're throwing the ball in Tampa, so that doesn't matter. That's just my thought process there.
I love it. I actually had them for my upset, but I had written down Buccaneers over Rams. They're not playing this week. So
It's a good pick for the future, though. I like it.
yeah, if they play, I'm taking the Bucks.
I'm glad I went right after Brian because I mean I'm spot on with everything he is saying. I'm not gonna lie, I was taking the same exact route. Give me the Rams, but I agree. I don't want to do that. This just seems wrong.
Yeah, what do they know?
Yeah, there's no way the Cardinals should be favored in that game. I was gonna go with Tampa Bay. That was the alternate pick.
Let's run it.
He said it perfectly. I like how Baker's playing. Mike Evans is a top 8 wide receiver.
Godwin went off too. I mean,
Yeah, there's not. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, I think that could be game of the week. I really do, and I think it's gonna be 100%. I love the Lions. I mean, I think they're gonna be great too. But yeah,
That game
like
is
it.
going to be so fun to watch.
that's game of the week.
That's
100%.
going to be such a fun game.
Yeah, I got a pretty crazy one here. 49ers are banged up, so I got the Vikings beating them.
Wow.
You know what? I don't think it's that crazy.
Yeah, Sam Darnold had 2 touchdowns passing last week, so hey, it's worth the shot.
Definitely worth the shot. If it hits, you look like a genius, like the worthy 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like it. I wouldn't bet it, but I like where you're coming from.
I agree, yeah.
it's a good upset, yeah. But
Before we roll into our hot takes, we're going to share last week's community hotline. So we had you guys submit some hot takes in the comment of the last video. Let's see how they aged. My personal favorite came from Brandon Costantino 2931. He said, Dak Prescott broken ribs, Cooper Rush sprained ankle, Trey Lance throws for 300 plus. It was close. Yeah, it was close. Furthermore,
Happy birthday, Cos. Shout out.
Happy birthday,
happy
Cost.
belated.
Birthday, buddy.
Ron Rinaldi says Gus Edwards touchdown. Right idea. It was Dobbins though.
Ooh, yeah.
Brian Rowan 7757 says hot take. I'm in serious mustache danger. The catch. You know what? Roll the Rizzler again.
You know what? And that's why I took the 4 logs. That's why I took the long shot. I want to feel like I'm going to get the mustache again.
And the last hot take submitted was from Nick Rinaldi. Zahir White goes nuclear.
Zamira White.
Spelled wrong, and
Or
I think he lost his job on Sunday.
Can we get the stat line
To
of him?
Alexander Madison.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll put the stat line right here. Actually,
Somewhere.
I'll put it right there.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Lost me my game.
Submit your hot takes for week 2 in the comments below for a chance to be in next week's episode. And we're going to roll into our hot takes. Marcus?
This quarterback put up 93 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. In week 2, Caleb Williams will not account for a single offensive touchdown for the Chicago Bears.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Who are they playing?
The Texans in Houston, I believe.
Wow.
That's hot, and I like it.
Yeah.
Caleb turnaround's coming soon.
That's great.
It's coming soon, just not in week 2.
I don't know. Probably might not this week.
My hot take is the Indianapolis Colts dismantle the Packers and they win by 10 plus. I think they are going to kill the Packers. The line is disgusting. They're starting Malik Willis. They are going to
Ramrod and Railroad
this team.
Yeah, it's either Jacobs explodes or they're cooked.
That's another line I couldn't believe. With Love out, like
Yeah. And they just went toe to
Colts
toe
are
with the
good.
Texans.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know. It's crazy.
AR is the real deal.
He's really good.
Yeah, we could do a whole episode on that throw he made.
Yeah.
That literally may have been like a top.
We put
3
that,
throw
like,
of all
in?
time.
Right
Yeah,
here
we'll roll it. We'll roll it right next to you, Lou.
Just slide right there, and then essentially
Yeah,
hip
that's
square to the
crazy.
line of scrimmage. He launches
That's
this ball,
unbelievable.
Jason.
What a throw.
He goes one
That's
throw there,
great.
perfectly.
What throw?
All right, so my hot take this week: Josh Allen throws for 300 plus. Dolphins have a really good run defense. I just don't think the Bills are going to be able to run, and if they want to win, they're going to have to pass the ball.
My hot take, I got Tyreek Hill for 2 touchdowns and about 200 yards receiving.
Holy smokes!
No, actually 200 is kind of a
Whoa,
reach.
wait.
Can I do 125? 125.
Okay.
2 touchdowns. The Dolphins running backs are banged up, so that's mine.
200 yards like took a second to hit me.
Yeah. I was like, well, it's kind of high.
Yeah. I like it though.
Mine kind of goes hand in hand with Cherkis's, with Caleb Williams. So I think he has another horrific game, another awful, awful passing game. I think Houston washes the floor with the Bears. I'm talking bad, like horrid.
Give us a number.
A number? At least, I'll say 20.
Wow.
20. Because
Yeah, that's hot.
I mean, and then I have 2 parts. Questions about Matt Eberflus start coming around. He may not be there mid-season. You may not be.
Wow.
Yep.
Ooh. The only thing I don't with how like invested they are, they might just let him ride the year out.
I don't know.
That'd
I
be
can see
crazy,
Shane
though.
Waldron.
Hey, if they're shitty,
I think all their eggs are in a basket. He will be there until the last game.
that's
If
why
they're
it's a
bad
hot-
though, end of the season.
That's
see
why
ya.
it's a hot take. We'll
You
see.
have Davis Mills
Okay.
getting snaps.
We'll see. We'll have to watch ESPN on Monday and see what happens.
Davis Mills getting snaps would be crazy.
He may.
It's like a couple kneels at the end of the
They're
game,
up.
maybe.
Yeah. I can see it.
So for my hot take, I'm going to be talking about a receiver hitting 100 yards. In week 1, this specific receiver had 1 catch. we're going to be talking about Christian Kirk exploding for 100. Exploding. I know it's only 100. The guy had 1 catch, though. And I'll give him a touchdown, too, to make it a little spicier. Huge bounce back week. With the same thought process that hit the Bengals last week. They always start slow. Last year, Kirk, dud week 1, explosion week 2. Last year, they're getting Ridley involved. This year, they're getting Brian Thomas. Christian Kirk time. I'm losing my breath.
I
Love
can't
it.
lie. I thought you were going to go a different direction with that. I heard 1 catch immediately. It was like Marvin Harrison. But I really like the reasoning behind the Kirk. We talked about that.
Yeah. I
it's
was
his-
going to
his
have you
finish
guess,
line.
but I knew I'd mention it to you.
The thing is,
Yeah.
I'm not sold on the Jaguars team either. I agree with you there, Chirk, but I am a Christian Kirk fan, so I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
one.
Hey, as long as he gets a touchdown a game and they lose, I'm happy. If the Jaguars win this week, I will wear my Jaguars jersey for next week's episode.
All right.
Like Bortles jersey.
Gardner Minshew.
Oh, nice.
Love it. Love it.
It's amazing.
All right, Lou, send us home.
All right, this wide receiver had just under 40 yards last week.
It's like 1
Um,
catch. Christian Kirk.
Just under 40 yards. I think four receptions, if I'm right. You could double check it. Laddie on the Chargers. Give me 2 touchdowns. Yeah, he had 1 last week. So that's not that crazy. 2 touchdowns for the guy.
How many yards? How many yardage?
75. Let's not get crazy.
75 and 2?
75 and 2. I'm telling you, he had, I think, 40 and a tutty last week. So
Red zone threat?
yeah, I mean, Justin Herbert, he looks all right, They're playing the Panthers, which I agree could be 0-17. So yeah, we're gonna ride. We're gonna ride with them.
And it was a red zone touchdown.
Yeah.
So
Stash reveal.
congrats, Derek.
Stash
You could take your
reveal.
stash off. That is our analysis of week 2, our locks, upsets, hot takes, and more. And if you want to hear some bets and make some money, you could tune into our Friday episode of Best Bets and you could join the Discord below. Otherwise, we will see you guys next Wednesday to discuss how we did in week 3. Thanks for watching.